Well, this week's Seafood Escape finds me on the Upper Hawkesbury River, fishing with skipper Gary Howard. Gary's been chasing prawns for years, and joining us on this journey is Chef Jacob Davey. Gary's going to be showing Jacob and me how to trawl for river prawns. It's a job he normally handles totally alone, so we'll be learning from a very smart master. Where are we going to catch these prawns?
In the river, Andrew. Hopefully, just over here we'll have a bit of a crack at some prawns. We're about 40 miles.
40 miles?
From the ocean, pure fresh water. And the school prawn we catch is quite happy to inhabit the salt water and the fresh water.
And how big do the prawns get up here? I mean, are they just little fellas, or do they actually get to some size?
At their best, yeah, they do get to some size. Hawkesbury's renowned for its size of its school prawn.
Yeah, I've seen plenty of prawn trawlers go past, but I've actually never been on one, so this is my first. Is it your first too?
Yeah, it's my first.
It's pretty crazy, hey, just to be on here. Now, we'll watch what you do this time round, and hopefully we can help out a little bit.
You'll be putting the net in and pulling it out by the end of the day. Okay. No worries at all. Predominantly, we trawl with the tide, predominantly. Yeah, and that's going in.
Basically just control it.
Yep. It'll spread about 24 feet on the bottom. Now, you can see where they run on the sand there, see the shine on the bottom? Yep. That's where they're sitting on the sand and running along the sand. Okay. There we go. It'll vary through the day from the run of the tide. So if the tide runs and the sediment stirs up on the bottom and the water changes colour, you'll move around, in and out. Bottom of tide, water will clear up. Top of tide, clears up. So you've got to have all the subtle differences to catch the prawns. It's not just a matter of throwing that net out the back there and going around and around for a while. You've got to know how to catch them. All right, so we go there.
The net will be on the bottom for about 15 minutes, by which time we hope it will have picked up a good-sized bundle of the millions of healthy prawns that live in this ecosystem. You can feel the anticipation in the air as the otter boards come back out of the water for the first time today. And we get towards the business end of the trawl.
Rubbish out of here, mate.
Do those birds already know we've got a good catch for them to pounce on, or are they just hanging around with the hopes of scrounging a tiny scrap or two? We'll all soon find out as Gary slowly and carefully hauls the net and its contents up to the surface. Not a bad haul for the first of what's likely to be 10 or more shots in this typical day's work for Gary. But it's not all prawns, and some of the bycatch has to be handled with care. Fish there. Tell us about those.
They call them a bull route, or sometimes they call it Fortescue. Now they've got highly poisonous venomous spines.
Not good. Not good at all.
He's only a 5 or 6 gram. Yeah, it'd be 6 gram prawn. You know, we want 16 gram prawns.
Yeah, right,
okay. He's a bit heavier, he's a bit better.
Yeah, starting to get a bit.
You're starting to get there. They'll go double that weight when they're in their peak time.
And would you say there's millions of prawns in the system?
Millions and millions and millions.
Millions and millions.
You think of the Pitt waters and the Cowans and the Brisbane waters and the Barrowaras inhabited by prawns. There's no shortage of prawns.
Nor of another interesting bycatch. But these little banded sole, never seen them before. A beautiful looking fish, very much like a flounder. As soon as you've basically got the catch up on deck,
yep,
straight back in again.
Yep.
Another quarter hour of trawling brings up an even better haul of prawns to make Gary happy, but also brings another dose or two of trouble. Oh, look at that. Yeah, that's a thumper, that one. Spines everywhere, just super poisonous. Spines all across the top. And sometimes, even with eco-friendly nets, there can be more welcome species. Little dusky flathead. That we're not allowed to keep. And you know what? He's in really good nick too. Gorgeous fish. Healthy as anything, straight back in the water. Forget about flathead, we're here for the prawns. So I guess that's the advantage of being on a prawn boat. You can have prawns for breakfast, which look pretty good.